This can be the cause of those out of the blue reactions, the explosive dog reactions that your dog can have. It can also cause a dog to react far more than normal to everyday situations. If you have a reactive dog or even a stressed dog, this is vital to know. Reactive dogs and anxious dogs can have different thresholds or tolerance levels depending on what is occurring in their lives. They can react predictably because we know what their triggers are. They can also react in ways they may never have before or react to things that they were previously okay with. And trigger stacking could be the cause of this. Learning about this allows us to predict possible reactive episodes and helps us to keep a dog from reacting and can even stop dog reactions in the first place. Don't worry, you don't need to read this, it will all be explained. Reactive dogs and stressed dogs can be far more sensitive to their environment than other dogs, but yours may generally cope well when at a distance from a trigger. Trigger stacking, though, can test this. Your dog may have suddenly reacted to something they may never have before, and it could be because trigger stacking has occurred. So let's jump into it. Off we go for a walk. Here we look at an example of a neighbour's dog barking. Your dog may not verbally react to this trigger, but it may have given them a small startle. No biggie though. Your dog is happy to continue walking, but even that small startle has affected your dog. Stress hormones have been released, which help a dog cope with the situation that they are in. But those hormones don't dissipate as soon as they're released. They can accumulate and cause a bigger issue, and that's what we're looking at here. The escalation has begun. Let's continue the walk. Your dog may not appear too stressed from the dog barking before. They've been walking for 10 minutes and appear unaffected. But your dog has now encountered a loud car. Maybe it has loud music playing or a dog hanging out the window. Your dog has had another small fright. Your dog may now try and move away from the car or even towards. They may pant, they may show signs of distress. You've been able to calm them down, used some dog reactivity techniques to calm them, but that stress is still with them. More stress hormones are and have been released. So let's continue the walk. And now a cyclist rides past, maybe from behind, too close, or even maybe at a distance your dog has never reacted to in the past. This time, your dog could now be lunging, barking. They may be snarling and growling at the cyclist. They may even freeze. This is an out of the blue reaction to something that they have always accepted before. Your dog feels completely overwhelmed and now they are way over that threshold. Your dog's fear response has kicked in big time. Their reaction actually began way back here. It wasn't the cyclist that started this reactive outburst. It was the neighbour's dog that barked that caused a chain of events for your dog. Every startle or fright they had caused stress hormones to be released. If you have an anxious dog, they may already have high levels of cortisol, adrenaline, and other stress hormones in their system before you even step out the door. So even a minor startle can cause them to go over threshold and have a reactive outburst. Trigger stacking can occur within a small amount of time, or it can be over a much longer period of time. Trigger stacking can also cause some dogs to develop new triggers. In the situation given before, the cyclist and any bikes may now be a new trigger for your dog to react to. Calming a reactive dog and keeping a dog under threshold is really tricky, and if you've been struggling with this, you are not alone. Stopping dog reactivity involves looking at situations perhaps a little differently. There are a lot of helpful resources out there, and you may find these videos helpful too.